what those movies are, the best version of those movies.
Yeah.
It has so much story.
48 was also controversial, only for Kane.
I just haven't. I don't know what it is. No, not really. No.
The gypsy woman took his money.
Only cure for a hangover.
Only cure for hangovers beer, and we got some food coming, and we didn't know this till just now, but Ray forgot his phone.
Yeah.
He forgot his phone at the fucking club. So much.
Yeah, so it's not just me.
No, you pissed so much on it.
It's like I was about to say I gotta go to the bathroom too.
I'm gonna go first. So you can go.
Yeah, no problem. We have been raging this whole damn. That looks weird.
Most. Why they were there? I have no idea.
You know what it is right now? Most people.
Dude, look at that fucking bud. Look at that bud.
There was a
I want that, and I want a fat 18-year-old Spanish ass in my face. And I want to smack her and go, get the fuck away from me.
There was a human ingenuity.
Dude, I'm literally, we're 10 seconds away.
From what?
From the bar.
We should go.
There is a human
What's the worst that can happen? What's the worst that can happen?
We get drunk and we walk upstairs.
He doesn't want to go.
I don't know why.
Because I've been here for almost 4 years and I never went there.
Bro, but look, just think of it. This is the 4 days of yes. Lou just came out here. These are 4 days of yes.
If you don't like it, it's literally steps away
it's
from
a bar with potential.
Yeah.
It's a bar with potential good Spanish pussy.
Yeah.
And you're saying I don't want to go.
And if we're gonna bring him back to the house, your house is literally behind the bar.
I'm starting to question you, Boston. You didn't want to eat pussy last night. You didn't want to fucking get pussy tonight.
So fucking with me.
He's in love with that girl.
Yeah. What's her name?
Daddy's gonna make you. Do you want a cheeseburger or a hot dog?
This one?
Okay, you can have this, but do you want a cheeseburger or a hot dog?
One.
Listen, cheeseburger or hot dog? Okay. The yellow one, orange one.
One.
YouTube is great in all its ways, but that really there aren't really too many ways that it's not. I mean, there's good shit out there, there's crap out there, but I mean the concept of it and the whole possibility of it and how accessible it is and how fucking easily you can fucking put content out there or whatever, fucking use anything on YouTube. That's fucking that's awesome. But see, back in the day, way before YouTube, public access was the fucking shit. And the thing is, it's like YouTube. Anyone can just fucking instantly fucking put something on YouTube.
Yeah.
I mean, public access, anybody could have a time slot on public access, but you had to go through the motions and you actually had to do shit.
Yep.
You had to fucking mail in, you had to call the fucking studio, get in touch with them, talk about them, tell them your idea for the show, and they'll tell you fucking, if they could give you a time slot on what time, and then you just fucking, you have a deadline to mail your tapes to them via next episode, you know what I mean? And they fucking, they advertise your shows like coming next, Saturday at 11 o'clock, ask if we have a dinner. Here's the thing. I called.
Oh, go ahead. No.
We were doing a show, like we had a fucking kind of like a wackadoo type fucking show that just like just fucking all kinds of wacky shit. I mean, not necessarily sketch comedy, there was sketch type shit in it, but there was like a lot more to it. And music, it was a really fucking cool fucking thing. We have just fucking did this with the camcorder and the VHS and shit, the mini VHS. But anyway, we fucking got a fucking few good episodes fucking done, as well as other shit that we were doing around the same time, like fucking Hypnotic Opera came a little bit later, but anyway, like fucking at that time.
But it grew out of the experience I had with
absolutely
doing ass.
Absolutely. But I remember like fucking once we had like a good amount of material.
Brand new battery, Zerps with the pop off.
Now the thing about fucking social media and today's internet, modern day fucking internet in general and all this fucking smartphone technology and especially like YouTube and shit like that, things along those lines. The thing about that is it's awesome that everybody can do it, and it's also like, but just anybody can do it. I mean, and taking it back to public access, I mean pretty much just anybody could do public access, but you didn't have it in your pocket. You actually had to make some fucking moves on it, and you have to have like you have to be, you know what I mean? Like, and I'm not saying that people that fucking actually like, dedicate themselves like, putting shit out there on the internet about it, but like the thing with like, public access, it was like so much less. Few people watch public access, you know what I mean? It was like the local cable channel that most people didn't even give a fuck about, but some people would like, sometimes you discover something cool on it, or something weird and wacky, because they would let any fucking weirdo just put that fucking show on, you know what I mean? And that was awesome. Sometimes you just be up in the middle of the night and discover some weird shit that you're looking forward to watching every week. I was hoping that Ass would be that, but then they played, I think they thought maybe I was playing a game because, I was like 14, I had a young voice still, I guess, and I fucking left a message like saying I'm interested in putting a show on. I got a call back from them, which I missed. I was either, like, whatever the case was. When I saw them on the caller ID, I called them right back, and I tried a few times after that to get them back on the horn, and they wouldn't fucking call me back. I answered me again after that. They must have thought I was fucking around with them. I mean, that's a guess, but we never actually got fucking planned fucking public access show and other things. We're gonna put like short films on fucking on public access and shit. Like, we were gonna do all this shit, and then we just, communicate. It was a communication breakdown, and fucking, and of course now, like, fucking, we can redeem ourselves by fucking just putting any fucking old crazy thing we want on YouTube, and that is awesome, and it could potentially reach, way more people, because only people who lived in Boston and have that fucking local channel would even be able to watch our show. But the thing is, there was still something cool about that. There was something cool, and it was like, come on, you've been there. You've been up at like 1 in the morning on a fucking Friday night, Saturday morning, whatever, like fucking, like just like looking for something cool to watch, and like sometimes you would find cool shit on public access, and it would be uncensored because, FCC doesn't fucking control cable, and like a local cable, you could fucking, I mean, it's like they probably have policies against fucking showing like fucking porn and nudity, but like you could say whatever the fuck you want. There was no problem with swearing, you know what I mean? You could have any topic you want, like fucking, it was basically, I mean, YouTube has more fucking restrictions, you know what I mean? Way more, even though you could kind of watch softcore porn on fucking YouTube, but you know what I mean. Well, public, like, I don't know, there's just like something so cool about it that you actually had to fucking make moves just to get your show on. It was a process just to get your show on, as opposed to recording it and pressing upload, you know what I mean? It was like, it was cool because it was like an experience that you had to fucking, it was like a whole thing that you had to go through step by step, and then, you know what I mean? And then, like, you actually, it's like your show is on cable. It's not like, hey, like, friends, like, everybody on social media, here's my link, check me out. Hopefully someone does, you know what I mean? Fucking, and give some fucking feedback on it, you know what I mean? It could have just been anyone who's fucking flipping through the channels at the time your fucking show was on, might catch you and be like, what the fuck is this? And you could just, like, and it's like not like there was any social media that they could just like look up our names. Hey, by the way, I'm on Instagram at this and Twitter at this and this and that. Like, and then anyone could just follow you and fucking. And it's like, yeah, like, and I love how connected you could fucking get to people nowadays. But it was more mysterious back then. Like, if let's say we had a popular local cable show, we would still have that air of mystery because it wouldn't be like anyone could just fucking hop on social media and follow our day and what we're currently listening to or doing and fucking comment on things with us. It's awesome that you can do that with people now, but I mean, it's awesome in a different way. The the way it was awesome in back then was like the whole fucking like mystery of like, I mean, Robin Larry's Comics, who the fuck was that? I mean, it was at a time where sometimes, I mean, I guess if you had a fucking like an email address, you would say, hey, contact the show by either address or email. And it's like, oh, they have an email address, but it wasn't not the same at all as like fucking Twitter, Instagram. And I'm not saying, I enjoy Twitter. I come in and out of it, but I've been a Twitter user for fucking 7 years. I have people I've been talking to who I consider fucking basically like fucking homies. I've fucking been talking to for 7 years. I met through Twitter and shit. You know what I mean? It's cool as shit. You could get in contact with people who created fucking shit that you loved and inspired you, and they could actually fucking, you can actually shoot the shit with them. It's awesome. You know what I mean? But the thing is that back in the day, it was like fucking. Everything was like just a little bit cooler because it was a little bit more mysterious. It was just a little bit more detached from it. You couldn't get in direct contact in real time with the fucking stuff you like. So let's say we did put a fucking little fucking ass show, which was fucking awesome. We called it Another Stupid Show, but it ruled. If we put that and if we put the early fucking films that you were fucking prolific film director. I directed Regal Mantha. We were fucking pushing to get that all on the air. It just never came around to fucking like being. Actually, my cousin was like the one who kind of put me onto that. Nah, you could just do it. If they would tell you on the screen you could just do it. He's like, no, I did it actually. When he was in high school, I guess I don't know if he had like a video production class or whatever, but his friends actually had like a wrestling talk show on public access, which I never caught an episode on. They might have only done one or two fucking a few like fucking episodes, but he's like, no, you just like they give you a time slot and you just fucking send them your tape by a certain day. And that's all it was, but it was like fucking, it just wasn't instant that you could just, you know what I mean? There was an air of mystery to it, and it wasn't like you were in like real-time communication with anyone watching. You were fucking still like mysterious to them, you know what I mean? Like fucking Lolly's Remedy, that fucking wacky, crazy fucking broad. It wasn't like, hey, follow me on Instagram at fucking Lolly's Remedy, you know what I mean? It's like, and like hey Lolly, and like maybe she'll ignore you, maybe she'll acknowledge you, maybe she'll just fucking post mundane shit all day, or maybe she'll post cool shit, maybe like her show will be on YouTube instead of public access. That's if that was happening, in this day and age. It wasn't like that back then, you know what I mean? She was just a wackadoo broad that fucking made drinks, and like she was like a bartender, mixologist, whatever, making drinks at home and teach you how to make different drinks, and she was like eccentric. She was out there. Dude, there was a dude who had a cooking show, but he would sing opera in between, like waiting for the food to cook. I fucking swear, yo, here's the thing, and here's how you get into this shit. Like, my aunt put me onto this. She was like, Anthony, you gotta see this guy, you'll fucking crack up, you know what I mean? Like he's like an old Italian guy, and he fucking makes food, but while he's waiting for the food to cook, he sings opera. And I think both my Aunt Paula and my mother's friend Darlene fucking both told me about the same guy. And I was like, I had to catch him, and when I did, it was fucking crazy, because he fucking legit did that. And in the episode I saw, I fucking swear his phone rang, and it was his fucking neighbor fucking telling him to shut the fuck up. And he was arguing with the neighbor, and it was all real. He was just like a weird guy, but like, in this day and age, he would have social media accounts, and that mystery would be gone. He'd be like, he's just a weird guy. Back then, it was extra fucking awesome because, dude, what's this guy's story? You didn't want to know more about his day. I mean, you would wonder about it, but you didn't want a definite answer, because you would fucking, the stuff you wondered is probably like fucking way cooler than what he actually does. He's probably only that weird on camera because he was like, I love cooking and singing, and I want to combine my two passions on a TV show. He was probably like somewhat normal, maybe a little offbeat and eccentric, obviously, to even do a public access. You know what I mean? It's like they don't attract the most fucking stable of folk. You know what I mean? Like that's. But people see it, and people love it, and people get a kick out of it, and of course it's like YouTube, anyone in the fucking, it's awesome, because you could get discovered like globally by people and have people love your shit and get your shit out there across the fucking world, you know what I mean? But like, back then it was only like if you were doing public access, it was only in the city or town that you lived in. If your city or town, you know what I mean, had a fucking cable access station, and Boston obviously had like the biggest one in the state, because it was fucking Boston. But if you lived outside of the city of Boston, you weren't picking this channel up. No, you couldn't stream it online. You couldn't stream it online. You had to fucking live in the city of Boston and just be going and and just have basic cable and be scrolling through the channels, and like sometimes you would check it because it's like, sometimes they put weird shit on here, and that's how I discovered Robin Larry's Comics. You know what I mean? Hey, it would be cool to kick it with Robin Larry, but I mean, if we were on fucking like social media with them and we knew their daily goings on, we got to know them. That's cool and everything, but the element of mystery back then was just so awesome. They were just these two dudes that I originally thought I was like, wait, is it Robin Larry's Comments or Comics? Because it wasn't strictly comic related. They talked about comics, movies, music, different things, and they would give their opinions on it and say, yeah, I liked it, yeah, it's cool, check it out, yeah, it kind of sucked. They would just talk about different shit, and of course that fucking intro was Rob and Larry's Comics, fuck you, Rob and Larry's Comics, fuck you, and I was like, holy shit, these guys are awesome, and they were kind of dorks, but they were cool dorks, you know what I mean? And we were fucking the fucking most awesome. We weren't dorks at all, and we fucking no. We would have fucking, dude, get us on those airwaves. We would have fucking pissed on all of them. I was a fan of all of them, but I'm just telling you, we could have fucking taken them all, dude. Pumping bass like a fucking crack dealer. Oh, sorry.
The river battled down on the floor as it sprayed to the guys of the festival, and I was in the depths of the wild below. It's so cold I can feel the distant sun. I can still hear that trombone going in. It's not exactly love, but it is to a dog. No, didn't give me the chance, I still can't go. I forgot to put some ring on my guitar. Welcome to season 2. Cam Goodman in the house.
Yeah, it might be a setting I got on there, but so, yeah, but still not too bad for a video. You know what I mean?
Hey, okay.
I'm gonna fuck with it. I got nothing else to do.
You see him? Him right there? He's here with us. And Boston just gave him a big fucking kiss on the lips. He said he's never going back to Boston. His name is Luke, Larry. Luke, we call him Lou. My nickname for him is Lou Williams.
I gotta get an interview with the sax player. I'll be right back.
And Muslim? Every chance that I get to, even if it's good, I'm going to take a minute. Whoa. Put too much nut. I was working out the and bring me a new sax. I'll be making.
I got an interview with the sax player. I didn't get him. I need to get an interview with the sax player.
We got 2 bedrooms, so we don't know space.
That's okay. I'll you're the only one I didn't get, man. You got any words? What?
You take one? I got one. All right, cool.
I'm very lucky to have played with Johnny Punk and the Skunks, and I wish him the best in his future endeavors. And we'll keep playing our stuff here while he's gone.
Took this trip to Garden Grove. Smells like Lou Dog inside the
Green Dragon.
This ain't no funk.
Wait. Yo. We need a Lift XL. Are all of us coming? Who the fuck's coming?
With all due respect, there was some fucking Green Dragon.
Who's all coming?
Dude, throw it in there.
So me, him.
quick ones.
It's so bright. We got Genevieve. Genevieve's a skunk.
Anyway, what I'm saying is how awesome would it be if someone got their hands on that tape. Let's say it was like left behind in the move, and the next fucking people that moved in found it, or if you had shit in storage and like and someone just fucking got their hands on this fucking tape because like someone found it, you know what I mean? And they watch it. Obviously, you find a blank tape, you're gonna watch it out of curiosity. Especially actually if you labeled it Trippin' Out, and fucking someone's gonna check that out, like fucking whether there was like a title written on it or not. Just like I mean, I know if I found a fucking tape laying around and I had a fucking VCR or something, and people fucking, you know, commonly still did in 03, 04, like fucking 05, anytime this thing could have been discovered, or even like no, because I mean, like fucking without getting sidetracked, I'll get into like another fucking point later. But what I'm like, how awesome would it be if fucking someone already has like seen this, someone that we don't know, either some Stushan or maybe some fucking cool cap, like, and they introduce it to their friends and like, dude, you gotta see this. I don't know what the fuck it is. It just seems to be like, they might even be like, holy shit, that's like the Toad boy there. I mean, I don't know. Do you want me to like? I was gonna say, hey,
No restrictions.
that yo.
No restrictions.
That's because like I didn't want to fucking drop the gov, you know what I mean, without permission, but not like someone's like, holy shit, that's the fucking Tedisco, yo, he's a Tedisco, yo, I know his whole family, you know what I mean? Imagine like something like that, and like, oh shit, like, you know what I mean? Imagine if it's like some old time, hey, it's fucking, yo, it's Junior's kid. No, that's him, I fucking swear, you know what I mean? That wouldn't really be the best case scenario, but let's say like someone who has an interest in type shit fucking found this tape somewhere, Trippin' Out I'm talking about, and they just fucking, they're like, wow, what if they fucking dubbed copies and passed it around to friends? What if there's like a whole, what if they have like a secret society of people that have like a cult following of this? This movie might have a cult following, it might even be bigger than I'm speculating on right now, because you never know what you could just randomly find on the internet, you know what I mean? It's not just like everything that's put online is going to be found and immediately
This kid's
go viral.
a fucking maniac.
Yeah.
I asked him for 65 cents. 65 cents over 20 years ago to buy a root beer. I've been regretting it ever since. You should have just kept the 65 cents.
That's where it all started, man. Like legit, like but no, like fucking, how dope would that fucking be? Like if Trippin' Out, like even if it doesn't already have one, if it develops a cult following, like if that tape still exists, if copies still exist, even if it was like, let's say it was uploaded, but nobody really discovered it yet. Maybe like a few people know about it being online, and just like, you know how shit goes viral. It only takes one person fucking finding it, fucking tweeting it to their fucking followers, and like fucking, you know, it takes one person. Fucking shit goes fucking like around the fucking world, and like the fucking astronomical fucking figures, like overnight, like fucking literally over fucking night in some cases. You know what I mean? Like, and it's like there could be a possibility that fucking this could happen with Trippin' Out, but it's like such a fucking niche fucking niche. Yeah, niche, yeah, français.
You had a Yoshi.
Fucking you know what I mean? There's gonna be like a certain segment of the population that fucking really loves that kind of thing. Degenerates like us.
I love marijuana.
We're not the only fucking degenerates. Like fucking all the fucking like, only weirdo nuts. Like, what I'm saying is Trippin' Out could potentially already have some kind of following, and it could possibly blow up to like fucking like this like fucking like indie sensation, and it's like, who the fuck made this? Dude, and we could prove who we are. We still look fucking, we still look like 18, 17. You know what I mean? play together.
I drink coffee before I go to work.
At home?
Yeah, I
Take the bus?
You pay your ass, I do.